Do 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 do. Huh? Okay. As you guys can probably tell, this is my first YouTube video, and I am not uniquely equipped for this task. I'm giving it my best shot. So I just want to take a look at what we've got going on, and then I'm actually going to throw this guy on the truck. It's probably going to be the last mod I do. There's not much that I really want to change from here on out. I'm not running inserts or anything, it's just stock foams all around, so I'll probably mess around with that. But as far as tuning, there's not too much that I haven't done already. So real quick, let's just take a look at what we got going on under the hood. Now, these gorgeous axles I got from 24yep.com. They are the Muse, however you want to say it, isokinetic V2s in the lava colorway, which are sick. They got like a camo red pattern, or splatter, not camo. But on the back, I've got the Venge slider for the rear, and I'm running deadbolt links. They're just Mias deadbolt in the rear, and Injora C10s in the front, just because I had them lying around from messing around with my Forerunner when it was on the stock chassis. I used these to just get a little more width because deadbolt was way too short for this body. So I'm really happy with how it sits now. It's got that comp coffin shape, real wide, articulates really nice because the body is pinched. And yeah, so I am running, this is actually a slider from, or not a slider, but yeah, I guess the skid from a Yep spec chassis. The one I got from Venge came with an extra one, so it worked perfectly with this Carnage RC or KRC Nano chassis. I think it's pretty much the same geometry or similar geometry to the Alien chassis, just with no rear rails right here coming off the back. So you can use it with some of those like pinched Yoda bodies that are, they have the little pocket right here where the magnets go in. And that's originally what I intended to use this for, but I liked this body better. I got this printed by Small Truck Dude on Etsy. It's a lot lighter than the truggy body I was running previously. It's wider, but it's a lot lower and lighter because it's sweet carbon fiber bed. And yeah, just held on by magnets. And in here, up front, we got the PTK servo, the budget servo recommended by Yep. Works pretty well. Don't have any complaints. Up front for suspension, we've got the Injora 40 mil big bores with the brass cups at the bottom, or the brass ends. I don't think the brass is really doing much for these. I do have the ones with the nylon bottoms and or cups, and there's really not much difference. I was actually running those in the rear and then had these brass boys in the front, but I figured I'd just save the full set of nylons for another build. So basically, I'm running those guys. I've got the Mias metal drive shafts in black. They're okay. I've been having issues. I don't know if you guys can see in there. Oh. I'm not even going to try and focus, but the pins keep popping out on me, so I've actually been gluing. I used Gorilla Glue in the rear. You can probably see some residue if you look close, but basically just to hold the pins in so they don't pop out. But I mean, they're all right. My other 4Runner's sitting on the Mias LCG chassis that came with metal drive shafts, and those are different than these, and I don't like those either. So I will probably just put the plastic ones back on for the time being. If these keep popping out after the super glue wears off. So yeah, other than that, we are running the Mofo S&P pancake motor, which has been great. I love the design, love the performance. Looks sweet sitting on that motor mount. I got the Mofo transmission in there too. Oh man, I'm having trouble focusing, guys, sorry. And that is running off the Mofo Reaper ESC, which I got tuned for the motor straight from Mofo. So out of the box, it worked great. Super torquey on 3S. I really love this setup. Super smooth. I mean, it's a little loud. I probably got to add some more grease to the transmission, but I really like the torque and the performance out of it. Yeah, it's all right. It's up front and it almost contacts the body. I had to cut my other body to clear the motor, but this one actually sits pretty nicely right up front, and the battery sits right in there. But yeah, it's not a crazy build, just this is my first build, so I'm pretty proud of it. I like how it sits, I like how it drives. Gonna put some windows in off of Broke24's suggestion to use the plastic from the windows of your boxes, cut it out and just make some windows. So I'm gonna do that. And yeah, let's throw that roller steering links on the front, and yeah, check out how it performs afterwards. So awesome. Thanks, guys. Sploop. Guys, check out how sick this box is. Threw in the little scale propane tank, super sick. And I got the rollers in orange to kind of go with the motor, match everything else, red and orange kind of. But yeah, super stoked to get this on here. Thanks to 3Flow9 shipping this out. Yeah, see you guys. The other thing I want to mention is this setup had a bunch of toe out with the stock steering links, so I'm excited to see if this will fix it. No matter how much I tighten these ends, I feel like I reached the end of the threading and it just still had toe out on both sides. So hopefully this helps. Set that aside for now. All right, let's get it powered on so we can get that servo straightened out. Remember guys, always dip in thread lock. It's way easier than trying to apply it directly to the threads. So let's try to get this straight as possible. Cool. It's alive. Oh. Overpowers the axles a little bit, but that's fine. It's more about performance, baby. That roll. All right, let's check it out. All right, guys, here we got it on my little indoor crawler course. This thing is kind of perfect because it's full of annoying stuff to get stuck on, which is kind of how I like it. That's off to a good start. Okay. I'll tell you what, it is not easy to drive one-handed and film. I have mad respect for some of you guys who are doing hard lines while getting good shots. So there we go, got up there. All right, now here's where we get stuck on a bunch of rocks. I don't know if I'd call them rocks, but let's see. Rolled right over. Oh. That's more stuck on the axle, but right over. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. That's what we want. Anyway, you guys get the point. Give it the beans, hop up there. Boom. This line, these are not easy to get up. You know what, I'm not even gonna go for it, guys. Not quite there with my one-handed.
No.
Alright guys, so in conclusion, yeah, this is a great little truck. Super proud of this for my first build. I'm not too sure if I like this roller on this truck because it kind of covers up the axles. So we'll see. I might use them for another build, but yeah, I just thought I'd give you guys a little bit extra for my first YouTube video. Thanks for sticking it out with me. I know it's rough, but it's gonna get better. Yeah, keep on trucking. Right on. Ha.